So yeah, enchanting equipment, 15th pick.
Yeah, let's not play that. Dark Favor was in M13, and it was kind of a trap. A lot of people played it. A lot of people put it on Tormented Soul and thought they were clever,
And
and it
then
seldom worked.
yeah, and then you killed Tormented Soul, and yeah,
Yeah, and as opposed to the white enchantment that is its twin, this does not protect the creature. So the white enchantment was actually a lot better. But here enchantments matter.
yeah. I think this could be a very synergistic card in the Enchantments Matter black deck. Um, I've read a little bit about it. Where what is that? The Blight Speaker, I think.
No, Blightspeaker is the rebel in Modern Masters.
There's a Blight something that's a black creature that cares about enchantments.
Yeah, the creature that gives -4 that Marshall wrote about on limited information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what that card did, but I know that
It gives a creature -1/-1 every time an enchantment.
okay, so this card is it's a 23rd card though, because sometimes enchantments you just stick it on a creature and they don't have the removal, and you have the evasion and you just win off the creature, right? I've won a fair amount of games with Madcap Skills and Gate Crash.
Yeah, but this is not Madcap Skills. And the problem with this card is that you still get blocked. You still get blocked, and you don't even trade. They don't have to double block you a lot of the time. You still get blocked by the same stupid creatures as you got blocked by before. And Madcap Skills is a lot better than this is.
Yeah, I can see where that's true, for sure.
So you pretty much need an evasion creature to put this on. And
Alright,
that
so
makes it really bad, actually.
all right, so is this even a 23rd card?
I had it at 10th to 12th in M13. But I think in the enchantment deck, if you really care about this, if you have aura monsters, etc., you'll pick this as the 6th to 8th, perhaps.
Okay, that sounds fair.
But you really need to know that you are enchantments before you even get interested in this.
Yeah, and that's going to require basically, a third pack before you know that you're going to be picking Dark Favor that highly.
Possibly, yes.
All right, so moving right along.
Yeah, Wall of Frost.
So
How the hell do you get past this thing?
this guy is like the ultimate wall. Holy crap.
He needed flying to be the ultimate wall, but he's pretty good.
Yeah, this guy stops everything on the ground. And he doesn't just stop everything on the ground, he stops everything on the ground with a vengeance.
Yeah, you'll never get past him.
Yeah. I mean,
Except if you have 2 attackers, and then you get past him every other turn.
Yeah. So the decks that really want this card, and this card is just really, really good in those decks. Because he's not just a wall to block stuff, right? He's actually a wall that'll turn off one of their attacks next turn. So, as far as walls go, he's a really interesting wall to me. And 0/7, you just can't ever kill him.
Definitely not with damage.
No. But the decks that want him are probably going to take him like a 5th to 7th. Pretty highly. But, I mean, if you don't want him in your deck, though, and if you don't know you're that type of deck, I could see picking him lower.
Yeah, you're probably not playing him if you're not the blue control deck.
Yeah. So what do you think? Is 5th to 7th a fair assumption, though?
I think
Maybe.
so, yes. He's pretty much serves the same need as Kraken Hatchling or Fogbank did in 13. And I
Yeah.
think this will see a lot of play.
All right. The next card I can't see seeing any play, though.
What? Mind Sculpt was too good.
Yeah, I guess Mind Sculpt was just too good, so we're going to bring back a worse...
That's so horrible. Wow. Is Mind Sculpt in here too? No, it isn't, right?
No, I don't think it was.
If it was, this would actually increase the usefulness of this card a lot.
But
Maybe
it's
to a
not.
14th pick.
This is certainly 15th pick.
And actually, this prevents a lot of the things you could actually do with Mind Sculpt, which in itself was a 15th pick. But you could get the 3 Mind Sculpt to Archaeomancer deck and then win. But now you can't do even that. Now you need 4 Tomb Scours.
Yeah, I don't see myself ever playing this card.
Wow, I'm amazed that they actually reduced the power of Mind Sculpt.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I can't even justify that for them. I don't think there's anything that's self-milling is doing in this set, is there?
Not that I can think of right away. No, let's just move on and forget about that.
Okay, 15th pick, done. Spell Blast.
Well, this is an alpha card, right?
I
It
don't
was
think
there
so.
from
Well,
the beginning.
Alpha card, I think the Alpha card was like Power Sync or something like that.
No, they had both Power Sync and Spell Blast because you wanted to do it both ways.
Okay. It's a decent counterspell. The only problem with this that I see is that it is sort of negative mana advantage.
Yes.
So this isn't a very high pick, but sometimes you just want a counterspell. So sometimes I think this is a sideboard card.
For sure, and it will. It's of course Power Sync is a lot better because it will actually counter like huge creatures and then leave you mana to do something else.
Yeah, and Spell Blast doesn't do that. So it's a sideboard card. I think we just rate it as a sideboard card.
7th and 9th.
Yep.
What do you think of enchantments like this? It's so very blue. Sensory Deprivation.
I don't like these kinds of enchantments. The one enchantment that was really good, and that was this flavor, was Agoraphobia, which you could actually return back to your hand.
That makes a world of difference.
Yeah, and this is just not very good in my mind.
I found myself not even playing the blue enchantment that was in M13, and that was a lot better than this.
Yeah, the blue enchantment was like -13, -0, right? Or
no, the blue enchantment in M13 where creature or artifact does not untap.
Ah, okay.
And I even cut that most of the time, so I think this is like a 10th to 12th.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not playing this card ever. I really don't like auras like this that don't actually remove the creature, and
Okay, even worse then.
yeah, and it doesn't even make it to where they can't block, right? They can still block with the creature and get value off of their creature. And so this is worse than Encrust. It's worse than Paralyzing Grasp. It's just not a good card.
It doesn't even... You're probably better off serving your defensive need, playing a blocker instead of this.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Domestication. What?
This is another card that I really like the flavor of. You get to control a creature for 4 mana, which is pretty strong effect, actually. But
Really strong.
But if that creature's power ever becomes 4 or more, then you sacrifice Domestication at the beginning of your end step if that creature's power is still 4 or more.
What about that blue-black thing in RTR Block? The Demir control magic, where you could like sacrifice cards and make your opponent draw cards to get rid of it. Wasn't that still a first pick?
Yeah, it was like a it was a pretty high pick because it was 4 mana, and if your opponent ever wanted to get their creature back, they had to give you so much card advantage that it was just not worth it. So that was pretty much a 4 mana control magic. This one is a 4 mana conditional control magic. All they have to do is have a giant growth and they get their creature back.
And we know that Mind Control was the most powerful card, the most powerful uncommon card, and the most winning card in all of M12. And this is 1 mana cheaper.
It's 1 mana cheaper, but like I said, you can still get your creature back by pumping it in some way, shape, or fashion. That being said, not every deck is going to have those pump spells, and if they're using their pump spells to get their creature back, then that's a spell that you're not taking to the face, or you're not sacrificing your